crazy lady demands assistance with a product we don't sell. A woman submitted an email ticket for help accessing her account. Okay, easy stuff. I reply, ask her username, but can't find it in the database. She insists it's correct, so I ask her to send a screenshot of the error notification she's receiving. When she does, I notice she's trying to log in to some random website I've never heard of. I have no idea how she ended up with our contact information. I tell her the site she's trying to access isn't a product of our company and to reach out to their company support. I then close the ticket. But alas, that's not the end. She calls into the support line, and I happen to be the one to answer the phone. After I say thank you for calling Anonymous Medical Company, this is user, how can I help you? She responds with, is this the user who refused to help me get access to my account? And I immediately know this is going to be a fun call. She basically insists that it's my job to get access to her account. My response is that it's not, because she's asking about a product we don't even sell. She says she's not hanging up until I help her, so I relent and Google the software, find their customer support number, and attempt to give it to her. After I recite the number, she goes silent for a couple seconds and then says, what do I do with this? I called you for a reason. Why are you trying so hard to avoid doing what you get paid to do? I asked her what hospital she works for, and I did notice that they do have an account with some of our products, except the product she was needing help with isn't one of ours. I tell her this, and she just isn't grasping it. I finally get pissed off and say, ma'am, this is not a product we sell. There is nothing I can do aside from pass off their contact number. And she says, well, we're going to sit here all day because I'm not getting off this line until I'm helped. I chuckle a little to myself and hang up. She immediately calls back. I see it on the caller ID and decide to just let it ring for a bit to see if she gives up. I alert the other techs, and after a good laugh at her expense, my manager picks up the phone. He tells her the same thing I did, and again, she insists on being helped. After she whines some more, he tells her there's no assistance we can offer with a product we don't sell and hangs up again. That's the end of her tirade, right? Nope. She then begins spamming the chat. I closed the first one immediately, and she opened a new one. I finally called the hospital she worked for, and thankfully, someone else picked up the phone. I asked to speak to a manager, told her what's happening, and she apologized and insisted it would stop. The lady immediately quit spamming us. I hope she was immensely embarrassed when she finally realized she was an idiot calling the wrong number. Her final send-off was giving me a 1-star rating on the initial email ticket she submitted.